Hey guys, welcome back to the YouTube channel. Now, for the last couple of weeks, there's been quite a number of speculations around some of the big changes that the government is planning to implement on immigration system. And as I said, all of this information has been speculation. However, a couple of days ago, the UK Home Office updated this information on gov.uk. So as you can see, they have actually released publication talking about the next steps for a more efficient immigration system. So new measures have been announced today to reduce the reliance of the migration and border system on taxpayer funding. So the whole idea basically is to find a way to increase the revenue made by the Home Office so that the border system can actually fund itself without having to over rely on funding from taxpayer money. So yeah, it is what it is. However, some of the changes or some of the proposed policies would definitely affect immigrants living and working in the UK in terms of finances, in terms of being able to afford switching or changing visa. And ultimately, it's not just those who are on a visa that has been affected, even those who are looking at getting their naturalization done, getting their British passport. Some of these changes is definitely going to affect them. So if you're currently in the UK on a visa, or you're almost running off your 5 years settlement route or your 10-year settlement route, then you sure do want to watch this video till the end. And if you're coming across my channel for the first time, do also hit on the subscribe button to join the amazing growing family. And for my returning subscribers, thank you guys for being here. I really do appreciate you guys. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. On the 16th of January 2025, some proposed measures were actually, placed before Parliament for approval. And some of the policies, measures being placed before Parliament basically was to, find a way to make sure that the border control system is not over reliant on taxpayer money, and the Home Office is being able to generate its own income enough to sort out any expenses incurred by the UK border system. So now these are some of the highlights of the changes being proposed to Parliament on the 16th of January 2025, and how some of these things will definitely affect immigrants like yourself and myself living and working in the United Kingdom. I mean, our finances and our costs incurred is about to increase significantly in the next couple of months and years. So let's look at what gov.uk says about this. Now, on gov.uk, it says that the proposed changes laid before Parliament today, which was on the 16th of January 2025, will provide the flexibility to increase immigration, the maximum fee that can be charged on a range of immigration and nationality products and services, including, now these are the things that they're planning to increase the cost on. Number one, that's the electronic travel authorization ETA fee is going to be increased to £16, and also the certificate of sponsorship fee is planned to be raised to £525, and this is an increase from about 260 something pounds to £525. Naturalization as a British citizen is planned to increase to £1,605, and also naturalization as a British overseas territory citizen is planned to increase to £1,070. Now, what does this actually means to yourself and myself as immigrant living and working in the United Kingdom? Now, one of the things we also need to put into consideration is that the cost of things is going to increase massively. I mean, getting your British citizenship is going to become very expensive very, very soon. I mean, even more expensive than it is now. But the major concern here is actually the part of the certificate of sponsorship. Now, it means that employers would now need to be will be required to pay more before they can actually sponsor anyone on a work visa, which in my opinion, I think one, it's a good thing for the Home Office in terms of the revenue. I mean, when I read the previous article, they're planning to make hundreds of millions of pounds in revenue with this increase, which makes sense because they have enough funding to be able to meet up with whatever expenses that they are incurring on the border control system. However, what this does basically to immigrant is that it becomes more expensive for you to be able to switch visa or move to or get your indefinite leave to remain. But most importantly, employers will now become more reluctant to actually sponsor, because now it's going to cost them almost double what they used to pay in order for them to be able to issue certificate of sponsorship, which in my opinion I think is really a whole lot. But however, there's nothing we can do about it. It just boils down to more immigrants being unable to get a work visa because of how expensive it's going to be for employers to be able to, sponsor anyone looking for a work visa. And as I tell people, say, for you to actually, be relevant in the UK job market, you need to be highly skilled. I mean, you need to become an asset that an employer is willing to pay any amount to keep, because there are so many job roles. I mean, I'm sure we all know this. Basically, there are so many organizations that have license to sponsor. However, not every job role or every job vacancy they push out there that they are willing to sponsor for. Just because some of those jobs are, anyone can actually do the job. It's not an highly skilled job. However, there are certain roles that the employers are definitely going to be willing to sponsor because of how important that role is to the organization. And that's why you have to be that person that has the right skill set, that has the skill set that can contribute massively to an organization. Basically, that's really the whole goal. So, but anyway, in the next few months, next few years, it's going to become more expensive for employers to sponsor, and more immigrants will not be getting sponsorship. Now, on the flip side, on the cost application of, applying for visa today is not cheap. Very expensive, and it's even more complicated for those who have got families. So it means that if you're going to be switching your visa or renewing your visa, you need to think about the cost implication. And that's why when I tell people that, say, having a second income or having multiple streams of income as an immigrant living and working in the UK is non-negotiable. So even if you have your full-time job that pays you a couple of grand on a monthly basis, you need to also find a way to have extra income, of course legally, to help augment those cost implications. I don't know if it's just me. At the start of every month, the amount of money that leaves the account, is absolutely ridiculous. Now, thinking of the monthly expenses and also having to think of the cost of switching your visa, renewing your visa, and then, it's really important to have a second job. And when I say second job, the whole idea is not for you to overwork yourself, or, we've had news of people collapsing and, getting very poorly because of how much work they're doing. There are actually so many ways to make extra income while working full-time in the UK without having to leave the comfort of your home. And that's what I'm thinking of, for subsequent videos in the future. I'm planning on making loads of videos around how you can make extra income from the comfort of your home. I'm a testimony of that. You can make loads of money, thousands of pounds on a monthly basis just working from the comfort of your home. So if you think it's a video you'd like to see in the future on this channel, please state, I'm interested in the comment section. Now, going back on gov.uk, it also clarifies some of the changes they're planning to make, to help with the border control system. Now, it's saying that the changes to ETAs, certificate of sponsorship, and nationality products are forecast to generate an additional £269 million a year. This is a forecast on the amounts they're planning to make on, increasing all of this costs of sponsorship, nationalization, and ETAs. Now, government's plans for change. ETAs will deliver a more streamlined digital immigration system, which will be quicker and more secured for the millions of people who pass through the UK border each year. So the plans like digitalize everything, which is why many of us don't have a physical BRP anymore. Everything is now online with the e-visa thingy and all of that. So yeah, so some of the changes happening here in the UK in terms of like immigration system and how this is impacting yourself and myself as a immigrant living and working in the United Kingdom. So if you find it difficult or you find it challenging to get into skilled worker roles, or you're currently on the student visa, post-study work visa, and you're clueless on what to do next to help you secure a work visa to stay back in the United Kingdom, then you probably want to click on the link in the description of this video, jump on a one-to-one session with me so that we can have a conversation about where you are now and where you're planning to get to and what you need to do to bridge the gap. So just click the link in the description of this video, and if you have any question that can be shared publicly, state those questions in the comment section and I'll be responding to every comment made on this particular video. And if you have any question at all that you think can be shared, then click on the link on my description of this video. However, if you're coming across this channel for the first time and you find this video informative, click on the like button, click on the subscribe button to join the amazing growing family. And my returning subscribers, thank you guys for being here. I really do appreciate you guys. So this will be the end of this video, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Thank you.